Good. So good morning on this beautiful, sorry, they probably got a notification I came up. This beautiful Wednesday, April 12th. Is that correct, the dates? Yeah, okay. Check your phone. I still think it's March. I'm like, where's the time going? All right. So let's get started. Thank you for your patience this morning as we just maneuver through things. It's our first class of the spring session. Even though we saw each other last week, there's always like a little bit of a min or checking in with each other. And I really appreciate you guys coming, hanging out with me again, doing some yoga. Okay, so we're gonna just roll out our shoulders. Okay, maybe close the eyes here. We're always very quick. We've already started in class to start to point out all the things in the body that are not feeling good today. Okay, so as we roll out our shoulders, we may notice those things. Okay, but I also want you to note the things in the body. We talk about this every single week because we are shifting our mindset that it's feeling really good. Okay, and if you haven't already, I have not, we're going to go in the other direction. Okay, taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, breath out through the mouth. Good, and if you're in class, I put on some citrus bloom today, so it's a little bit of citrus and some floral. Good, we like this one. I've been selfishly keeping it at home. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I love citrus. I love the feel of citrus. Let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose, bring the shoulders up towards the ears, pausing and exhaling. Like the weight of the world is starting to kind of just fall off your shoulders. Okay, nice deep breath in, shoulders to ears, and breath out. Yeah. And we'll do that again. Nice deep breath in and breath out. Okay, one more time. Nice deep breath in. Good. Okay, so circles through the wrist here. I am moving in one direction and then the opposite direction. Good. And then just resting. I'm going crazy here because it feels so good on my wrist today. Just resting the back of the hands. So if we naturally notice where your hands naturally are going. If you're like this, you might be feeling a little bit more introvert today. Okay. If we go like this, we might feel a little bit more extrovert. Okay. I think a lot of us are naturally more introverted people, but we extrovert maybe with our jobs or in life, right? We need that balance in the middle. Okay, so see if you can close your eyes. Tune out the outside world, especially if there's a lot going on in the room that you are located in. And we'll start right away just to connect with the breath. Okay, so noticing how you're bringing the breath into the body. Breath is going. Okay, how it makes you feel, right? When we start to shift the focus from our to-do list into our yoga practice by breathing intentionally. Okay, if it's available to you this morning, I want you to see if you can start to guide the breath in through the nose. Okay, and as you guide the breath in through the nose, drawing the breath in towards the lungs. Again, noticing how that makes you feel as we start to shift to a more intentional breath. Good. And you guys know when we can't take any more breath in, we want to, of course, exhale, but we're going to work because we're trying to be a little bit more mindful and present. We're going to work towards allowing a pause. So depending on your mood, right? A pause between your inhale and your exhale. And then your exhale, see if you can also allow a pause between your exhale and inhale. Wonderful. With each inhale, finding a little bit more space into that diaphragm. And just as you continue to set aside this time to focus on your breath, I just want you to become aware of where your mind is going this morning. Right? Checking in with yourself. So I know myself, sometimes I can be fully present, right? Like a day like today, I can focus on breath. I can be like, yeah, I'm doing some yoga. And then other times, you're physically here, but mentally you're like going through the rest of your day, that appointment, that person you need to call back. Right? And then rather than getting lost in our thoughts this morning, see if we can start to pause the mind before it goes down that rabbit hole. Okay, we are going to now slowly transition into a more physical practice using the breath. Last week or the week before, I can't even remember now. We're going to practice inhaling to full capacity and then taking one more sip of air. Something we did, I want to say during the pandemic, the heart pandemic, and we forgot about it for a little bit. Okay, so nice deep breath in through the nose, again, breathing in towards the diaphragm. When we can't take any more breath in, I want you to see if you can take one more tiny sip of air. And then exhaling. And you'll notice that you can't help but be a little bit more vocal here, right? And do that again. Nice deep breath in. One more sip of air. And exhale. Good. Do that one more time. Nice deep breath in. One more sip of air. And breath out. Okay, so pausing, setting an intention, a mood, a feeling for how you want to feel, not only by the end of the practice, but maybe how you want to feel and interact with the rest of the world later today. Okay, so slowly bring your awareness back. So not feeling the need to do everything at once. Okay, so moving, wiggling fingers. Good. And we got the wrists again. Listening for cracks or clicks. Good. Just maybe the bending. So I'm just throwing things out here. You guys are all experienced yogis now, right? So what does my body need is what you need to ask yourself. Yeah, if you're sitting close to, that's okay. You guys can synchronize each other. Good. And then we're going to just point and flex the foot here. Good. And I forgot wiggling the toes as well. So maybe the big toe needs a crack. And then just drawing circles with the ankle. I'm going in one direction and then the other direction. Wonderful. Good. I might start with this early. You guys can't see it at home, but it's the one It's so good. I'm gonna do it twice, where we roll the top of the foot over. Okay, because I'm feeling that's tight on my body. Good. Maybe I'll just bring us back. My shoes. I'm rolling. So this gets that stretch to the top of the foot and the shin. Now, if this is painful, we don't do this. Right, but it's good for just improving that kind of flexibility. Good. Okay, and then just relaxing that, and we're gonna just look from side to side. Right, neck and shoulders. I talk about this all the time, and usually that's the thing that comes up, is the spot in our body where we hold a lot of tension. Nice. Okay, bringing gaze back here, and then we're gonna just nod the head. Okay, so just feeling it within your body. Okay, and then just bringing your gaze forward. We're going to take your hands by our side, and we're going to just take a nice deep breath in. And I usually like to just kind of put the weight into the ball of the feet and lift the heels up. And then follow my hands with my eyes, and then we're going to exhale. Good. We're always going a little bit slower than we want. Good. We'll do that again. Just deep breath in and breath out. Beautiful. We'll do that again and again. Yeah, don't wait for me. You're connecting to your own breath and you're not speeding up, right? Some of you are going slower than me and I love it. I love it. Good. So the next one we do, we're going to keep the arms up. We're going to add some oblique opening, right? Or sidewards stretch. So we're going to reach up. We can visualize, sometimes I like to pretend I'm holding something. Now we need to make sure we are firmly, so that means you might not reach over as much, right? Your tush is on the chair. You're reaching to one side, you're keeping those biceps by the ear. We're going to inhale, come up, pause, exhale. Good. Pause, right? Tuning into the opposite oblique. Again, nice deep breath in, breath out. Good. Nice deep breath in, come up, pause, and then exhale. Beautiful. Take a nice deep breath in, come up. I want you to hinge. I saw this like new move, doing a little bit of watching some chair yoga online, where they did like an airplane. So what you're gonna do is you're going to hinge from, I'm doing two things at once. So you're gonna hinge forward through the hips and you're gonna reach the arms back behind you, okay? Which is actually tends to be pretty tight. So I want you to relax that jaw. Just take a nice deep breath in, coming up. Okay, looking up, beautiful. Pausing and then exhaling. So again, my friends, right? We are not forcing ourselves, right? Your arms may just be down like this as you fold forward, right? If you had, so some of you go for coffee before, right? So if you have a lot of beverage in yourself, you're pressing into your bladder, because I have a shake before class, so I can feel it. So be mindful of that as well. Good, and we're gonna do one more time. Nice deep breath in. Good, and then we're gonna just hold it here, and I want you just to see if you can pulse. Okay, it's just little movements. They're coming up and down, and you're breathing through it for 3, for 2, for 1. Excellent, and then coming back. Wonderful. Okay, we're gonna take these arms across. We're gonna do a nice little stretch and draw this across the body. Good. Take a nice deep breath in, and we're gonna do the other side. do that again. So nice deep breath in and breath out. So what we're getting here is that kind of shoulder blade, upper back. Yeah. And then down. Okay. Taking the hands in front of us, flipping out the palms. I passing forward. You guys there, but I know you're there. We're gonna tilt the pelvis back. Okay, like you're stretching into the cat pose. Good. Chin to chest here, breathing, right? Take a nice deep breath in. We're going to flip the top of the hands over and we're going to look side to side. All right, we do that again. Nice deep breath in, coming forward. Beautiful. And then coming up, we'll go up. Oh, it's coming back. It's coming back. I know this music's still well, Mary. I know it's songs next. We have music. It's very faint in here. Mary just said it stopped. I'm like, no, it's a very soft song that's about to take off on us. Okay, so we're gonna tilt. This is the first like little bit of. So I crisscrossed all my fingers over, right, and then I went like that. I was so attached to that music there for a second. This is the first music I used when I first started teaching yoga, 10+ years ago now. So I'm like, I would always listen to this one, so I know it. Just like if you guys you're driving, you hear your favorite song on the radio, you haven't heard it for years. You know all the words, surprisingly, right? Coming back to you. Good, and then we'll bring that down. Good, roll out those shoulders. So we aren't using weights today, but we're using gravity to build strength right through the arm. Good, and then just go in the other direction. Okay, so I'm going to take my feet a little bit wider, but I'm just going to focus strangely on my neck, but I'm starting to set up for the next poses. And I'm going to just drop the one ear down, right, and tune into this side of the neck. Take a nice deep breath in, come back to center, pausing, exhaling, right? And you might notice right away, ooh, this side's really tight. That one's more limber, right? That's okay. Nice deep breath up. Down. Good. And then just coming back up, we're going to take one ear down. I'm going to bring the side of the hands and we're going to draw it down. So it's your choice what you want to do. You can take this arm out to the side. I might just keep my hand on my thigh there and just kind of bend the elbow. Okay, it's completely up to you. Okay, take a nice deep breath in, come up, pause, and then to the opposite side. Okay, feeling this first before we think about doing something else. Okay, and then just bending the elbow. Wonderful. And then coming back up to center. Okay, so bringing your hands onto your thighs, we're going to just drop the shoulder. Okay. Nice deep breath in, coming up, pausing, and then dropping the other shoulder. Good. So go side to side here. Good. Okay, one more on each side. Good. Okay, so working through those hips, we'll do a moving one here. So as wide as your body will allow it. Actually, let's just go in and out because I'm making an assumption the hips are open. I did a talk before this and I'm still feeling quite tight through the hips. So I can only imagine if you guys haven't done anything yet. Okay, got it. So we're going to do that forward fold here. Okay, so we're hinging from the hips. We can take a nice deep breath in and we're not going all the way down to the ground. What we'll do is we'll bring our hands, just position them onto the quads here. We're going to come forward as much as our body allows us, and we're gonna pause. If we're prone to getting lightheaded, we're gonna look forward rather than down. Yeah. And then we're going to either, so your choice, right? You wanna work on that upper body, you're gonna press your palms in towards the mat, like you're doing a push-up. That might have been a while since you've done a push-up, or you're gonna push through the feet, which is actually a little bit gentler, right? And you can try the two out and figure out which one's gonna be in your best interest today. Okay, so pausing, okay, pushing the weight of the feet now in towards the floor and coming up. Good. And what I meant to do is I meant to do this again. Nice deep breath in, come up, and then breath out and hinge. Okay, and you can pause, like you're not holding your breath, you're just pausing the pose, and then inhaling, coming up, reaching on top. And exhale. Okay, coming back up. Good, we'll take one more, nice deep breath in. And good, I'm just bringing the hands down to us. Okay, bringing that in and then just massaging the hips so we can actually massage the ball of the foot. If you keep the foot, I'm just alternating from side to side. Yeah, you definitely can lift it up, but we know that this one's a little bit more activating through the quad muscle. So choose your own adventure again. And then going through the other side here. Okay. Okay, so take both legs out, nice and long. So it's hard to see this on the screen. Not too bad. The knees are bent, legs are straight. We're gonna point to flex the feet. So we're gonna do a double leg forward fold, which I always find is a little bit more challenging from a balance perspective on a chair. So just be mindful of that. We're gonna flex the toes. What I mean by like that is like I'm sitting at the edge of the chair right now, and I think I'm even too far where I'll fold forward and do a somersault off the chair. Okay, and we don't want that. Maybe the instructor, but not you guys. So we're gonna reach forward and stretch and feel that stretch. We'll do it, make it moving, and we'll take a nice deep breath in, and we'll come. Yeah, you probably don't know until you try, right? Okay, again, nice deep breath in. Reach up, look up, and then exhale. Pause. Okay, and then inhale. And exhale. Good, and we'll take one more nice deep breath in. Heavy hang out here, my friends. Okay, so maybe by doing this a few times, there's a bit more flexibility. Do not be attached to touching your feet because it does not matter. You're going to visualize yourself folding yourself in half. Maybe not today, but down the road, right? Reaching, breathing. Good, and then take a nice deep breath in, come all the way up. Wonderful. Good. All right, so I'm going to change things up today, and we are going to do stand up, sit down a little bit later, towards the end of class, so then that way we can just sit down and relax. The only thing I'm asking is that you guys remind me. Because when I do things out of order, it's so good for the brain to have it unpredictable, but you might forget. Okay, so we'll do one stand up, but no sit down, and we will grab ourselves some water. There's cups over there if you want some. Yeah. If you don't mind. We're on a well here or something. This is not like Oakville water here, no. It's interesting. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Okay. Let's do some sun salutations. So I'm just gonna move my chair here. We've done forward folds in our chair, but we have not done them standing. So just be mindful that we're gonna hinge from the hips. We can always soften the knees a little bit to bend. right? So when we come down, you guys know we've done this before. I'm giving us options. Let's start with just a couple of suns. So take, yeah, you can continue. I'm all over the place, Kathy. We're gonna take a nice deep breath in, and then we're gonna exhale, bring the hands towards the heart. Yeah. And we're gonna do that again. Nice deep breath in. And breath out. Okay, full sun salutation. Nice deep breath in. Okay, this time we are going to swan dive. You're in the swimming pool, maybe in your backyard, maybe at your neighbors, your friends. You come all the way down, you're going to pause. But as down low as you want to go. Inhale, come up, bring your hands onto your shins, just below the knees. Nice flat back, so it looks like this. Excellent, and then yeah, coming down, good. And then inhale, rise all the way. Good. You're gonna work through, because we've done this a million times. You're gonna work through it at your own pace. You're not worried whether or not you're doing this right or wrong, because it does not matter. Good. Take one more deep breath in. And bringing your hands towards your heart, which is showing the side, come back to center. Bringing your hands towards your heart, pausing for a moment of gratitude and appreciation for your body, right? Continuing to work on that mindset. So we are grateful for the way our body moves rather than pointing out all the things the body can't do. Yeah. Okay, we're going to take the feet a little bit wider here, so you may want to move your chair. If we're standing from, I don't know what kind of night you had, right? I don't know what your energy level is like. If you need to take a break, just sit down, right? That's the beauty of chair yoga here. Okay, we are going to bend in the knees. We're going to bring our arms so down, and we're going to take a nice deep breath in, and we're going to straighten the knees and reach the arms up. So by changing your gaze, you're kind of working on your balance as well. Inhale, bring your gaze forward, and then exhale. Like a ballerina or a swan. Good. Actually, usually I do this at the end of a fitness class, this move, which is not very ballerina at all. Okay, so we're going to bring the right arm down. We're going to bend into the knees. So watch this. The right arm's going to rest. We're going to reach and stretch and come light onto the ball of the left foot. So the knees are straightened. A lot going on. And then we come down. We're going to use the same arm. We're not switching sides. So bending the knees and reaching and stretching. Still like a little ballerina, maybe. Good, I'm taking one more here. Good, so guess what? You're going to do the other side. Good, so bend and reach. And we're going for 4, so we have 2 done. Good, and one more here. Good, let's take both hands and reach up, look up. You can add a little bit of a wide leg back to back. So that's going to open up the torso, relax the jaw. So if we're like this, too much, which we could be, right? Because we're not, this is actually not used to being open at all, right? So we cut. We're going to come forward, and then we're going to just round. Okay? This is where we get creative with the chair. We want to have our feet wide. We've done this with the chair usually. I'm just switching things up because, yeah, it's good for the brain. Right? You can move your chair, you can move your body, whatever's easier. I'm taking now my legs wider. So first we were like this. Okay, now I'm taking it to what we're kind of used to here, nice and wide. And I brought the yoga mat. I still cannot manage to bring the yoga mat down on the floor. I don't know why my brain's like that. Okay, toes pointing forward, toes lined up, heels lined up. It's good for the hips here. Take a nice deep breath in, reach up, look up, exhale. So again, chair yoga, right? If you want to do our chair, we are doing chair yoga. You bring your palms or your forearms. Now, of course, if you want to do this without the chair, you bring it down. Got it. So Carol, I will move yourself. Yeah, and then we're gonna come back. Yeah, so see how close I am to the chair? Because if you think about it, if you go back like this actually causes more tension through the body. So we can come up. Now, if you're liking it, and you're like, no, I like the distance that I am, then that's fine. But this is a little bit more gentler because how close I am to the chair. Same with you, Fran, too. If you want to come a bit closer, it's up to you. And then we're gonna relax up. Okay, that's the last one we're gonna hang out here. Okay, and we're gonna make that adjustment where we press the back of the legs away, really opening up those hamstrings, taking a few breaths, right? So again, you can ditch your chair. You're starting to feel your flexibility is opening up a little bit more. Nice, and then taking the big toes, or sorry, take all the toes. It's hard to move just a big toe. So my toes were pointing forward. I'll do this again, and then I take them out to the side so they're pointing towards the corners here. Okay, I'm going to bend into one knee. I'm going to switch my toes. See, I know we've done all this before, where we go like this. The chair's still in front of you. I just moved it out of the way, right? So you can either rest your hand on the chair. You can bring one hand on the chair, and that's all. Good. And then we're going to go to the other side, right? Getting deep into this little area as well. Got it. And wonderful. Yeah. So you can do one more on each side. You can, if you're feeling really tight here, I like to pulse it out. Good. Nice deep breath in. And then pulse it out. Good. And then bringing this in, heel toe, hip toe. All right. So we'll do some heel lifts. I'm going to grab some water. No such thing as too much water. Good. Yeah, sit down. If we need a break, we sit down. We need a break, we sit down. Come back and join me anytime. Okay, we're going to do some heel lifts. And then we're going to sit down. We're going to do a little more balance, then we'll sit down, sit down. Okay. We're going to come behind our chair. We're going to just lift the toes and spread them nice and wide. Good. We are going to put the weight into the ball of the feet and into the toes and lift the heels. Good. And pops, right? 4-inch stilettos. Good. I don't know if it's 4 inch. It's too high stilettos. Any stiletto is too high, really. Any heel. Yeah, any heel. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. Wearing stiletto. I tried them once. I don't know what I was thinking. They look nice. They look nice when someone else wears them. Yeah, I know. But you know what? If we were to wear heels again, this is actually a really good exercise because we're strengthening. Most of us have weak calf muscles, right? Something to keep in mind. Good. So we can lift. We'll make this like functional, where we're looking up and we're putting something away. Those Eastern dishes from the very top. Good. If you guys still take out, does anyone still take out special dishes? Yeah, you do. Okay. Such a different, relaxed world we live in. Right? Yeah. My dad was talking about, he got this really nice china when my parents got married in 1976, and it had the gold, like real gold and stuff. And he's like, and nobody's gonna want that when I'm gone. No, I might take it now. Yeah. Yeah. And the crystals, it doesn't go in the dishwasher. That's why nobody wants it. We always ask them. You do? So much less. No, I know. No. Good. Yeah, the gold plating. Yeah, and his dishes because it's several. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're gonna take it. We're gonna take it up. I bought some. You bought it at the water. Yeah, it was all washed up. Yeah. You saw the beauty of it. So. Okay, so we're gonna try both, and I find it harder. We're just talking about how much, like, I don't know how much conversation you guys get. Probably it's better that way sometimes. Come back. I'm struggling with this today. Good. Okay, let's take this back here. A nice little stretch into a right angle. A little right angle pulse here. All right, we're going to do 1 foot balance, and then we are working ourselves down in our chairs. Does that sound fantastic? Yes. Good. And then crisscrossing arms. Okay, same thing. I'm pulsing it out because I'm feeling tight today. Good. And then taking to the others, crossing the other. Good. All right. So slowly coming up. Nice. Okay, last little exercise standing. So choose your own adventure. That is the theme for the class. You can, so if you want to balance and you say you're like, again, didn't have a good night's sleep, whatever, you can just lift the heel. That's always an option. You can rotate your ankle. I want you just to tune into your posture. So noticing if you're like this, just coming upright, good. You can change your gaze a little bit. So if that feels good, if you find this hard enough, I wouldn't even bother looking around. I just look forward. Okay, so taking 1 and then taking. So what I'm going to do here is maybe lift the knee. Okay, tuning into the leg, the ankle, wonderful. So bringing the gaze forward. Good. Maybe, so again, I keep saying that because it's worth repeating, looking over one shoulder. You can take the arms out to help with your balance. You can use your chair. Got it. Bringing our gaze forward. And then looking to the other side. Yeah. Going back to center and then bringing that back. All right, we're going to try the other side. Good. Looking over. What else? That's a good question. Okay, friend wants to know, she's right-handed, and you have a harder time on your right side. Okay, is there anything else going on? Knee, ankle, hip? Nope. Not tonight. Because usually if somebody has like an injury, most people are better on the right side. You could be, I'm not a chiropractor, you could be shifted. We all are shifted. I know I'm shifted a little bit, where it's just a little bit harder. Not shifty, but your alignment can be shifted slightly to one side, that when you lift, right? It's the same way, like when we reach and we stretch like this, guys, like I've noticed, like this one, I have a lot more range of motion, right? This is whatever. When I do this side, oh, like I can't even go as far, right? That's me, you know. So it could just be, if it's not like a ache or pain, it could just be your skeleton. We're all out of alignment. You go to the chiropractor and they like draw. I remember one time they're like, this is all. And you're like, oh. Okay, come sit down and relax. If you're broken, you need to be fixed. Okay. I'm just gonna grab some water. Remember, what are we supposed to do? Good. So we're gonna sit down for a second. You're ready. You can keep going. You can keep going, Carol, for sure. I just thought I should like give everybody a little bit of a break. Yeah, it's like to recharge the battery in the phone a little bit longer. Good. Now we are going to try this, and we are going to stand up, sit down. It's completely up to you again how you want to do this. Right? You can bring your hands, so we can do this. We can press our palms. You can pause. You want to sit back onto the weight of the heels. Okay. you to not, it takes the pressure off the knees and puts the pressure onto the glutes, which is great. You get a nice little sculpt J-Lo tush. There we go. Good. How many more? 6. Okay. You guys are picking, always picking. No, you don't have to apologize. You don't want to talk. I was thinking 4. I was thinking 4. That's great. Yeah. That's good. So how can I make it? So this is, if you find this easy, okay. Yeah, try. No, but that's good. That means there's room for, you're going to try with this. This is going to really activate your back core muscles. Okay, when we have nice strong backs here, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, my back. Okay, we change up the arms. Okay, you can hold it a little bit longer. You just do what you want, right? You take whatever I say. Okay, 2 more. I lost count because I got all excited because Kathy told me this is the easiest part of class for her. Good. Okay, 1 more. All the sports you do your car after, don't worry. Okay, pulse it out here. Pulse it out for 4. Yeah, sorry, if you're sitting down, it's hard. Sorry, Wendy. If you're sitting down, it's hard to pulse unless you come up, and I didn't specify that. Good. We're coming down. Oh yeah. It wasn't bothering your knee. It's starting to bother you. Yeah. Okay. So then that was like too much. Yeah. So when I teach chair yoga on Thursdays at just down the street at Oakville, Trafalgar. We do not have cushion chairs. It does make a difference. The chairs are very light, but they're the type of chair that makes you kind of like really sink into it. So the whole time you're in that class, you're battling getting too comfortable. But this one's really nice with a nice little rewarding cushion. Good. Okay, so coming back up. So we're going to take a nice deep breath in. We're going to draw that knee into chest. Good. And then we're going to exhale, drop the knee. Switching sides. Nice deep breath in. And breath out. Okay, so we're going to go back to that relaxation. So I want you to see if you can breathe in through your nose. Okay. It's like we've climbed the mountain and now we're getting back down from that mountain. I'm going to add a part 2. Completely up to you if you'd like to do it. So you're going to inhale again through the nose, bringing the knee up. We're going to exhale, work our hand down the leg to the ankle. You're going to jump ship and then come back up. Okay, same thing. Nice deep breath in, working yourself down. So we're not doing the massage yet, but we will do the massage soon because that one's really nice. Good. So this next one here, because we started on this side, you're going to come up, you're going to give it a hug, you're going to draw this in. Good. So what I did is I switched it. So this sometimes is a little bit more painful on the knee, interlacing the fingers on top. We're going to point and flex the foot here. Good. All right. And then we're going to take our hand behind the hamstring again, and then just extend the leg. So if it feels okay for your body, we're going to do thread the needle here. So we're either going to bring this down to crisscross the ankle, or we're going to bring it up here. And we're not too concerned what our neighbor is doing because this is our body. We're going to flex the toes. We're going to sit up nice and tall. We're going to feel the stretch to the outside of the hip. Okay, we're going to hinge forward. We're going to take a nice deep breath in. Okay, so I share with you guys, even a year ago, I used to be like, how far can you go down? Now I'm just like, just go down a little bit, right? You can feel a difference just by coming down a little bit. We're not here for pain. We're just maybe a little bit of discomfort. Good. Take a nice deep breath in, come up. Bringing this leg down, and we are going to now massage. So we're going to get in that hip flexor. We're going to just stick with this leg. Okay, so we're going to take our time. So this is good for the lymphatic system, muscles, circulation. Good. And we don't forget, we have a front and a back and a side of the body, right? So we're going to get underneath that hamstring. Wendy's dog thinks they're going to get pat, a little pat when she starts doing that. So it goes right up to her. Good. So we're going to come down. We're going to work ourselves down here. Good. And we're sticking with that leg. So if you can go to that ankle, that's great. If not, you stop when it's too far. And then we're going to work ourselves up. Good. And then just giving that a nice little shape. Good. Okay, let's see if I can remember all that. We're going to take a nice deep breath in. We're going to draw this in. All right, and then I just brought this across. And I think we did some circles with the ankle. And then run the other direction. Beautiful. Okay, taking the hand back behind, back, kicking the leg out. Okay, crisscrossing ankles here, or taking it up here. Okay, flexing the toes, feeling that stretch. Wonderful. Okay, so just going down, hinging from the hips, just finding that edge, right? We're still able to smile through it. And then just take a nice deep breath in, coming up. We're going to bring this down. Wonderful. Okay, massage time. So hip flexor. Massaging the top of the leg to the knee and then coming underneath. Bring yourself down. And then slowly working yourself back up. Wonderful. And then just coming up here. Good. Giving that a shape. We're going to bring our shoulders forward and back here. And we can even bring this forward, right? So we're squeezing the shoulder blades together, opening up the heart, and then I'll add a little bit of a twist here. We haven't really done any twist yet. We're gonna just bring, so be kind to your body. So you might just want to, sorry, that's my bottom. Crisscross the hand, and you can just actually twist with the neck, right? To start. Now, of course, if you want a little bit more, you start to twist with the torso, gently compressing the organs. Good. Take a nice deep breath in, come back to center, and we're gonna do the other side. Again, nice deep breath in. And you guys know we can add the arm behind the chair if we like, right? That stretches out the shoulder. If this does not feel like a good idea, we don't do it. Nice deep breath in, come back to center. And we're going to crisscross the opposite side. Okay, one more. Okay, and then just bring in the focus and awareness. We'll just take some elbows and then we'll move to the wrist here. So taking us out. Good. Okay, and then just taking one wrist, and we're going to draw circles here. And then go to the other. Okay, so flexing the palm, bringing the hands, the fingers on top of fingers, drawing that wrist back. Good, and then taking this so we can bring this across like this, or if it's available to us, we're gonna flip that over. Okay, other side, so give that a shake. We're gonna do circles here. One direction, and then the opposite direction. Okay, so palm, we got to stop, bringing the hands back. And then bringing this down. Wonderful. All right, and then taking this down if that feels like. Okay, so do the last little bit for the neck, and then we'll set up for a meditation just to set the tone for the rest of the day. So just nod again. So just adjust your posture. We'll do our neck rolls, which is the best part. Connecting with breath and kind of feeling like we went to a spa. Okay, so chin to chest here. Take a nice deep breath in. We're going to roll one ear to one shoulder. Roll to the other shoulder. Okay, starting with the half circles. Okay, and if it feels okay, we're going to take the head back and open. Good. So next time chin comes to chest, just allow that pause and we'll move in the opposite direction. Good. And drawing the chin to chest here, pause and take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Bring our gaze forward and breath out. Good job. Okay, so just spend a minute or a couple minutes, again, just setting the tone to see if we can kind of maintain this kind of mood, this energy level for the rest of the day. Great job, ladies. So take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Opening the mouth, and as we exhale, we're going to release our practice so we can create space for the rest of the day to unfold. We'll do that again. Nice deep breath in. And breath out. And then one more time. Nice deep breath in. And breath out. Okay, so just pausing. Again, as always, thanking yourself for carving out a little piece of time into your busy lives. Do something wonderful for yourself to fill up your cup. Slowly open your mouth. Become aware of the surroundings. Good. We'll seal off our practice. So as always, ladies, I'm so grateful for you to come, hang out, do some yoga, enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the company. So we'll take a nice deep breath in. Breath out. Okay, so we'll bow to each other with gratitude and say, have a great day, or namaste. Namaste. Good. Thank you so much. Great practice. Great energy. Good. Wonderful. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining me. Nice. Wendy, always a pleasure. Deb and Debbie, so happy to see you both. And doing it together. So fun. Have a good day.